Today we ask the age-old question. What the hell's wrong with Ezra Miller? Well, we're going to find out about all that and much more on this episode of the Miami Geeks. Stay tuned. Yo, yo, yo. What's up, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode of the Miami Geeks Weekly Updates brought to you by digitalcracknetwork.com. I'm your host, Punisher 305. With me, as always, old school gaming specialist, Uncle Willie.
You have more energy today, I can tell.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Monday, you must have been feeling under the weather because you didn't bring the energy.
I thought I did. I'm not gonna lie. I thought I had the energy on Monday. Today I feel a little more hype. I did a little more walking, a little more exercise, so I guess it's kind of kicking in, and I'm pretty much set.
I gotta be honest. On Monday, you brought the energy of an octogenarian with 13 variants of COVID.
Great, thanks.
I know you haven't been feeling well, so I figured that's what it was. I let it go, but today, you know what? It must have been all that music we heard before we started.
You know what? It must have been. It must have been, Willie. So, but yeah, man. So, fuck. Are you ready, man? Because we got a lot to talk about.
I am. But you know what? Before we for real start,
please.
I saw because we researched, for articles to do on the podcast and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I came across one that, okay, it wouldn't work as a deep topic, but I wanted to bring it up.
Okay.
Destructoid put an article, and the title says it all.
All right.
What's your favorite video game advertisement of all time?
Oh my God, Sega. All Sega commercials.
Well, I know you're gonna say Sanshiro.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Sanshiro Segara.
That shit right there is hot. I love that commercial.
It actually made me think, because there's been a few, and Sega's been part of a few of them.
Okay.
Because back in the Sega of America days, when Genesis was legit, their commercials were on point. Oh,
they were. There was one specifically that I can never find. And it was like two dueling samurais, I think it was. And you just see them come up. Do didi dandeliru hachu kazutai. Thank you. And that's it. And I was like, it was so fucking funny.
That's absolutely there. That was their style back then. That was their style back then.
Dude.
Yes.
It was so good though.
But
I missed that one.
I thought of a whole bunch of commercials. I remember the old Atari commercials. I remember the old Nintendo ones. But you know which ones I came up with?
Which one?
The first, I would say the first runner-up was, you remember the Black Ops 2 one, Surprise?
Yeah, is that the one with
RDJ?
Yes,
where he's flying a fucking that one where there's I Justina's in there and that friggin' Russian with all the guns. Yes.
Oh my God, FPS Russia.
There you go, FPS Russia. It was that was Surprise Horse Lady. That one was cool. But my all-time favorite, I don't know, you may remember it. It was a Sony commercial, Long Live Play.
That sounds familiar.
Where all the Sony characters are at the bar.
Yes.
Talking about Michael.
Yeah. Long live Michael. Yeah.
To Michael. Yes. You have Cole from Infamous. You have Ned from Uncharted. I forgot his name now. Lightning from Final Fantasy 13. And Kratos was there. And Sackboy. And yeah.
I raised my cup to Kratos just to let you know. Salud.
Yeah, I mean, you and Kratos, I understand. You got a thing.
We got a bond. We have a bond. We got to say that.
Going on. But well, I just wanted to throw that one out there because, like, seriously, like, all of the video game commercials we've seen, some of them stick with you.
Yeah, they do.
And those are two that popped into my head immediately when I thought of that question.
Okay. That's well. What is Destructoid going to be doing though? That they're talking about that.
No, they just brought it up because they talked about the Fortnite commercial where they parodied the original Apple one, and they showed a picture of a Capcom commercial from Resident Evil. Not like a print ad. Okay. Where it's a guy with his hands on his face, and there's a kid consoling him, and it says "Adults get scared too."
Oh no, fuck that! There was actually
which is amazing.
Before we do get started, there was a commercial for Resident Evil. which it was like, it looked like it was like a mom or mother baby, like trying to hush the baby to sleep. And she was just going rocking back and forth. And you're like in a panned out view, I think it was. And the minute you get close to her, whatever, she just turns around and it's a zombie. And it was a Resident Evil commercial, dude. And that one freaked me the fuck out, dude. Like I was like, holy shit. I was not expecting that. And then it is embedded in the memory. It's still there.
If Sega wanted a commercial about their games, then they should have filmed me when my daughter was born, when my then wife at the time was recovering from her C-section. And so I foolishly volunteered to take care of my daughter while she slept. And I was trying to play Tokyo Extreme Racing 2, and every hour and a half she would wake up because she was a chunky girl and had to be fed every hour and a half on the dot. You can set actual Swiss watches to it. And I couldn't play the fucking game because all she would do is cry.
I'm telling you, she has no more respect for you.
No. Me trying to play the game and her crying and me trying to shut her up long enough for me to play the game. That's a commercial right there.
Amazing. Well, Willie,
but let's get to the actual show.
Yeah, I was going to tell you, bring on all those commercials, and we talked about Kratos. The first thing we're going to be talking about is actually had to be God of War related, which God of War Ragnarok producer says something's cool is coming, but it's just not ready to be shown. And I'm going to be honest that I kind of respect the fact that Cory Barlog pretty much came out to Twitter and he pretty much explained about how incredibly thankful he is to the fans and the community about, you know, how much love and support that we give him for for God of War Ragnarok. And he was pretty much letting you know that something cool is coming. It's on the way, but it's just not ready yet. And he pretty much made a full video on Twitter, which I'm pretty much playing right here, so it's not going to be a big thing. And I think that that's actually pretty amazing for him to do that. Like I don't know how many times I have to say it, but I do respect Cory Barlog a lot for doing things like that. And I gotta say, I'm not in no hurry. Take all the time you want with that game. I'm just waiting for it when it comes out. I play it, I cry a little, and then we talk about it here in the podcast. Willie, you?
Like I know people are dying for Data Boy Ragnarok to come out.
Of course.
I mean, I'm among those people.
Mm-hmm.
And so they want to hear from the developers, in this case being Sony's Santa Monica studio. They want to hear from them to know that, you know, the game's being worked on and don't worry, it's going to be here.
Yeah.
I just don't want a situation where they feel they have to like crunch in order to get this game out. Yes, we're all excited. We want to play as Kratos and Atreus and whatever is going to happen, we're gonna be good. But you know, all Cory Barlog is doing is saying, you know, hey, don't worry, we got something special coming for you.
Big time.
And that's good. As long as they don't go and decide that they have to crunch to make it, do whatever you got to do.
I totally agree with you there, Willie, because the last thing we need is a half-ass done game with issues, bugs, and glitches. And dude, I don't want to say it's actually one of the highly anticipated games out there, but it kind of is. A lot of people are waiting for Ragnarok, and they're waiting for it to play on the PS5 and also maybe on PC if it comes out for the PC version as well, right?
It is but that's going to come out years later.
Yeah.
It's a hotly anticipated game, and I'm not worried about it coming out buggy or, you know, having problems like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because Sony first-party studios are pretty good about, you know, making a legitimately good game.
Okay.
What I'm more worried about is if they feel that they have to crunch in order to make it happen, because you don't want to go and wear out your developers just so you can get a game out by a certain time. I've always say back in the day, because Blizzard isn't what it used to be.
Yeah.
But back in the day, Blizzard would always have a release date of when it's ready, which was a joke for a while. But back then, Blizzard's output was without peer. They were like the developer to make good ass games, and you want that. You want them to be able to take whatever time they have to make the game right.
I agree. I totally agree with you there, Willie. Now we're gonna leave this to our audience to see what they think about this. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you guys think about this story and everything else we're gonna be talking about below? Do you guys think that Cory Barlog is doing the right thing by coming out there and addressing to everybody what's going on? Or do you think he should have just kept on doing what he's doing and let the anticipation build up? Personally, to me, he did great. But I will well, not even we will love to hear what you guys think about this. So please comment down below, let us know your thoughts. Let's continue. Like, for instance, being that we've been talking about Sega as well, Crazy Taxi and Jet Set Radio reboots are reportedly in development, which I'm going to be honest, I love Crazy Taxi. I love that freaking game. Now, I'm kind of wondering this reboot, how they're going to go about. So it looks like Bloomberg, reported by Bloomberg, Sega is rumored to be working on a big budget reboot for its classic game series, Crazy Taxi and Jet Set Radio. So these will be the first additions to Sega's Super Game Initiative. And Willie, being that they're doing this, and I know we talked about Jet Set Radio. I don't remember how we talked about it, but we did. What are your thoughts on the fact that they're doing this big development?
Okay, this is a story in two parts.
Okay.
The first part is that Sega is actually digging into its vast trove of IPs to come out with games.
Okay.
Under normal circumstances, reboots for Crazy Taxi and Jet Set Radio would make me extremely happy.
Mm-hmm.
These are two classic series that Sega owned the IP to. And yes, give me more.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Throw Space Channel 5 in there, please.
Yeah.
But the problem that I have is another aspect of this story where they're saying that they're going to use the Fortnite model for these reboots. Now, what does that mean? Well, Fortnite's a free-to-play game with microtransactions. Are they going that route? Are they going to have special guest drivers for Crazy Taxi?
That would be pretty
cool.
Cool.
And special guest skaters for Jet Set Radio?
That would be pretty cool.
I mean,
I'm not gonna lie. If that was a thing, I'll be happy with that too.
I'm not gonna lie. If Dom was one of the drivers in Crazy Taxi and they found a way to put Snoop Dogg in Jet Set Radio, I wouldn't be mad.
You know what? All right, fine. You're absolutely right. I will literally be waiting for this fucking game to drop. Both of them, actually. Just to play those two characters right there off the bat.
But the free-to-play model that Fortnite uses means that it's not going to have the same gameplay mechanics as the originals. Because Crazy Taxi was an arcade-style game where you tried to get as many people to their destinations as possible before time expired and make as much money as possible. Whereas Jet Set Radio was a single-player based game focused on, down with the system and tag all these places and put tags on all these buildings and avoid the police.
Got it.
How that's going to work in free-to-play, I don't know.
That'd be awkward. Or maybe they'll make a whole, well, I'm not going to say battle royale, let's say, but can you imagine a whole fucking world of Crazy Taxi drivers?
I will say that a battle royale format for Jet Set Radio will be insane. Imagine Jet Set Radio, but Splatoon.
Oh my god! Yeah, that'd be
because you're skating around, you're doing the whole Tony Hawk thing, but you have to get to certain parts and tag certain areas, and yeah, I could see that. But again, the free to play model fucks with things.
Yeah, I kind of see that. But you know what, Willie? I'm pretty much open to see what they're gonna do. If they're trying to go for, a Fortnite route, which it looks like Fortnite's not really doing that bad money wise, and it looks like the whole thing with Call of Duty kind of doing the same thing as well as other games that are pretty much copying the same Fortnite freaking chemistry. Let's see how this goes, especially with these are old IPs, so I'm wondering how they're gonna make this happen, especially with Crazy Taxi and Jet Set Radio. And if this becomes, let's say for instance, if this becomes something that it makes all the sense and it brings them all the money, can you imagine all the other IPs that they could be using to do something similar, not just like it, but similar. Like let's say Golden Axe, like Golden Axe on fucking Altered Beast and stuff like that. Dude, I'll be fucking set.
I want to see them do another fighting game based on Eternal Champions.
I remember Eternal Champions.
Eternal Champions is a long forgotten but very underrated fighting game.
It sounds.
I'm talking about Street Fighter style. It's in between Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat.
I'm gonna have to see it one day. I don't
especially remember. The Sega CD version was brutal as hell. And had fatalities that in Mortal Kombat, even Mortal Kombat would say, hey, hold on a second, that's pretty fucking brutal.
All right. Well, then we're gonna have to check this out, man. So let's see. We're gonna put a pin on this story at least until we get more news about what's gonna happen with Crazy Taxi and Jet Set Radio, and when they do more announcements, even trailers. But again, make sure to follow us because we always post a lot of this stuff on our Instagram page, even Twitter. And of course, we talk about it here in our YouTube page. So let's put a pin on that. But let's continue on, man, because this one I'm kind of wondering what are you gonna tell me. I read a little bit of it, just enough to just get around, but I want to hear more details about it. So it's Xbox Japan. So Xbox Japan is working on a top-class developers on a groundbreaking product. Early today, Xbox head of publishing in Japan, Matt Smith, puts out a tweet just below proclaiming that his team are redoing a new growing, but not. I mean, it's a lot of shit that's going on in this fucking sentence alone. But what's going on here, Willie? Because it's like they're saying a lot of shit, and I'm like, I got no time. Just get to the fucking point.
Let's start with the fact that Matt Smith is the 11th Doctor in Doctor Who.
Oh, okay.
And he's decided he's going to make Xbox more important. No, I'm kidding about that. Matt Smith is not related to the 11th Doctor. But he is the Xbox head of publishing in Japan, which has to be the loneliest job known to mankind because the Xbox is famously terrible performing in Japan. But he is saying that, well, he actually tweeted that his team is growing in Japan and that he's working with quote-unquote top-class developers and is working on quote-unquote groundbreaking projects there.
Okay.
Xbox has a name here. They have some pull in Europe, but most of their cachet is here in North America. In Japan, I mean, famously, Xbox consoles there sell in the tens. And they want to change that because Japan's market is not as big as ours, not by any stretch of the imagination. But, you know, getting a foothold in Japan is important. And they've to their benefit, they've been working at this for years. Since the original Xbox, since the OG Xbox, they've been trying to get a foothold in Japan.
Okay.
Maybe Matt Smith can actually, you know, grab a for real sonic screwdriver and Doctor Who this shit.
I mean, if it's possible, I say fuck it, yeah, do it. But I don't know. I'm kind of curious to know what they're gonna be doing, dude. Like, what is this big plan that he has? Like, I'm kind of curious.
I mean, if I were to be a stupid, almost a racist American, they're just gonna make mahjong games and dating simulators. But no, like they have to be able to work on something that'll crack the Japanese market. They haven't figured it out yet. I'm hoping they do. Yeah. Not because of anything other than the fact that it's good to have choice. And, you know, I would figure that in Japan, they'd like to have more choice than Nintendo and maybe sometimes Sony.
Okay. All right. I'm with you on that. Let's see what happens, dude. I hope we hear something big happen during during these couple days and stuff like that, especially on Summer Game Fest. So let's see. Maybe they bring up something there as well as a talk. Not that they're gonna show us a product or anything like that, but let's see what happens.
They're gonna they're gonna bring KFC flavored Doritos.
Dude, don't get me started. That should be fire right now, okay?
Because KFC is actually incredibly popular there.
Doritos?
Do you know that? Did you know that KFC is the official Thanksgiving food in Japan?
That's fucking awesome. I'm not even shocked. That's awesome.
I mean, KFC can be awesome.
Yeah.
I'm still mad at them because they put a fucking pickle on chicken tenders. Which, how the fuck do you do? I don't give a fuck if you gave it the name Nashville. How do you put a pickle on chicken tenders? Do I really have to go there and order my chicken tenders plain now?
You're gonna have to. You're gonna have to.
That's how the communists win.
All right, Willie, let's continue on, dude. Which
Please.
this is the one that we're gonna be really getting into, and it's about Ezra Miller, and that he got arrested again in Hawaii, dude. I mean, the guy cannot get a break, even if he fucking tried. And it looks like he's been, on these multiple arrests in the last couple of weeks already. And he was going to court supposedly that freaking day, the day that everything went down, and he got in trouble, dude. Like, I don't know, but what the fuck is wrong with it? Like, is he emotionally disturbed? Is he going through some sort of midlife crisis? Like, I mean, the guy is making a Flashpoint movie. He did pretty well in the other DC movies, and now I'm kind of like, what's wrong with you? Like, there's some sort of a chemical imbalance in that guy's head, which it makes me wonder, like, what's wrong with you? Like, you can't, like, it could probably be depression. Let's not even fuck with that, because depression is big. A lot of things can be going there. There's ways to help him, man. Like, he should get some sort of help. But for instance, he got into a fucking altercation at 1 a.m. when I guess that they were having a sort of karaoke night or whatever. So he was getting a little huffy and puffy about it, and all of a sudden he gets a chair, launches at a 26-year-old woman, which it hits her right on her forehead, caused a half-an-inch cut on her forehead. The lady didn't even she refused to get her injuries checked or anything. She just refused. Which I'm going to probably guess that's going to be a lawsuit anyways coming because it's him. But Willie, let's get down to this. We got to talk. Like, what's going through this guy's head? Like, what's wrong with him?
First off, because I am an evil person and I do evil things.
Yes.
I want to go ahead and trigger you by saying that you're using the wrong pronouns when you're talking about Ezra Miller.
No, I'm not.
Because you do not. I mean, their preferred pronoun is they.
But that's, you know what? No, that's grammar. I'm gonna die in grammar here. I can't.
I am a grammar Nazi, and you will lose.
I know I am, but I'm not gonna be like, yeah, they're. No, I can't. I can't. It's one person. How the one person describes as two? You can't. You know what? Please continue on before I die.
Okay. Wait. I'm gonna solve that problem real quick. When one of your boys, fucks up, and they get imprisoned, right? They end up in jail for the night, and you're explaining it to your wife, she says, "No, but what happened?" You're gonna straight up forget. You're gonna straight up forget what you just said, and you're gonna say, "Let me just tell you, they fucked up."
So who's they though?
The person that got arrested. You're gonna say whatever they fucked up.
Nah, I'll be like that motherfucker fucked up. I always have motherfucker to everything anyway. So
all right, but you use the pronoun. Yeah, they fucked up. Whatever. I mean, I just wanted to throw that at you because I know how much you like about it. You like that.
Yeah.
But this particular incident sparked a conversation between us because we were talking about how this is going to affect the Flash movie that's coming out.
Absolutely.
We already know that this movie was at some point intended to be a soft reboot of the DCEU or whatever the hell they want to call it this month.
Yeah.
Because it was supposed to essentially erase certain things, retcon others, so that at the end of the movie, there'd be a revamped universe. With that being said, no one wants to have their titular character be involved in stuff that gives the movie a negative light.
It's true. You're very right about that.
Like, remember at this point 10 years ago when Mel Gibson was an A-list actor that people wanted to work with?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking about stuff like that.
I get it. And, just to clear the air here, the Flash movie has been finished shooting since 2021. It's been done that long already. Now it's currently in post-production after getting its November 4th release pushed to June 23rd, 2023, which that gives them more than enough time if they need to change things around or even reshoots. Which that's the part that's getting a little fuzzy now.
That's where we started having a conversation.
Yeah.
For an effects-heavy movie like this, reshoots are almost a given. Everyone talks about the reshoots that surrounded things like Rogue One and the first Suicide Squad. But MCU movies get reshoots too. A lot of effects-heavy movies get reshoots because sometimes the shots they have don't work out, or some things change based on things that pop up in post-production.
Yeah.
There's an added complication to the Flash. Yes, there's going to be reshoots anyway. But with everything going on with Ezra Miller, plus the recent restructuring of Warner Brothers. Last week, they announced that that the new company that was merged with Discovery was going to be called Warner Brothers Discovery. And then we're going to have a whole new management team in place.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
We talked about the possibility that maybe this new management group, as part of, they cementing their place in how these things are going to happen with DC, can come around and say, you know what? We're going to keep the whole Flash thing, but maybe we redo the ending?
I mean,
because
it's a possibility. You're right.
The whole point of this was to follow the Flashpoint storyline, where Barry Allen uses the Speed Force to basically rewrite certain events.
Yeah.
And fuck things up enough to where he has to find a way to revert them. And in the comics, he doesn't 100% revert them. Certain things stay changed. That was the idea behind the DCEU's soft reboot. What if they take it a step further and say, all right, when Barry Allen comes out of this, maybe he's not Barry Allen anymore. Maybe he's Wally West. Maybe we can get
something like that.
Maybe we can get Grant Gustin from the Arrowverse Flash series to be the cinematic Flash.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of opportunity for them to do things like that, but I mean, I still come back to the human point, man. I don't know.
If I were a WB Discovery executive, I would absolutely look that way. I would look towards that.
I would too. I mean, they're trying to rebrand again DC, so they got rid of a lot of people, and WB as well. So they're trying to make sure they kind of like get this ship going again. And with this whole shit with Ezra Miller, yeah, I think this looks like it looks really bad at their part. But being that they finished filming this 2021, I think that would be the right choice to do. Like, try to aim this in another way and make it look like, hey, this Flash just changed to another Flash because something happened in the timelines that he just changed.
Like, they've talked about it before. I mean, armchair fans have talked about this before.
Yeah.
If you're gonna do a DCEU reboot, you keep Wonder Woman, you keep Aquaman, you keep Shazam. You're bringing in Black Adam.
Yeah.
And Flash was going to be the one that was going to switch some shit around. Michael Keaton's going to be in the Flash movie. Can you convince him to stay on?
Oh, he'll probably definitely do it.
Can you convince him to, instead of saying as the Bruce Wayne we remember from the Batman movies, from the Tim Burton Batman movies, maybe he can be old man mentor Bruce Wayne for a Batman Beyond movie? That's been thrown around so many times.
That would be great, dude.
Can we bring Batfleck back? He's gonna be in the movie too.
Yeah.
Do you bring him back?
Let's see. It's a lot.
They have a chance. They have a chance for a clean slate reboot here. Not clean slate. I mean, keep what works and play around with whatever's left. It doesn't even have to be like Robert Pattinson's The Batman proved, and the Joker proved that you don't need to have a cohesive universe like the MCU. You could just make DC stories.
Yeah.
Based on characters people know, and you can be successful that way. Joker won a fucking Oscar for Best Actor.
Which was really good too. I love that movie.
The movie, I mean, it's like, you know, it's cringe. It's a good movie, but come on, the whole thing about, you know, society's pushing down on the white man.
Well, that part I get it, but the fact that, you know, they kind of dress like if he has like a mental issue, that he has this constant laugh thing going on, and that we're not really sure if he has, like, if he imagines certain things and certain people around the whole movie. I kind of like that aspect of it. I really do.
You just described Moon Knight.
I love Moon Knight.
Oh, and you're just listen. I started reading the Moon Knight books like a couple of weeks ago, just to understand, because I was never really a Moon Knight fan. And I'm not gonna spoil nothing, but I'm just saying that if you read the 2016 run of Moon Knight, you just saw that shit on the screen, and you're like, "What the fuck?"
That shit's awesome. I love it, and I can't wait. I can't wait to see more. I love this series how it's going so far. But
series is insane.
It's amazing. But let's continue on, Willie. Well, actually, before we continue on, ladies and gentlemen, everything we're talking about with the Flash, Ezra Miller, above and below, we're going to be talking about. Please comment down below. Let us know your thoughts about everything, and let's have a conversation again. So, Netflix stocks plummet 37% as the CEO comply plans ad support tier. I mean, why didn't you just burn the building while they're at it? Like, dude, everything is going down with this whole bullshit about the whole password protection crap, that you can only have it in one place where you're gonna be watching Netflix. But explain to me the ones that have it on mobile, and explain to me, like, if you have it on a different location because you have a second house, or maybe that TV belongs to you and you have it over there to watch it. I mean, there's a lot of things. I mean, again, I get it. We want to share our passwords with our family, friends, and whatever, so we can watch certain movies. But dude, honestly, are they gonna be fucking around with that? They're getting paid like a lot of fucking money. They increased the subscription again, and then now they're gonna have this whole ad supported tier for those who can't afford to pay what Netflix is paying, asking for. They're gonna give you, okay, we're gonna give you this cheaper version, but you're gonna be getting ads. I mean, personally, that's stupid. That sucks all the fucking balls. And for them to get all that big ass loss of subscribers plus 37% in their stock and shit, yeah, fuck them.
Okay, again, let's details first. Netflix CEO Reed Hastings is talking about how this is during a first quarter earnings call, how they're losing money because they're losing subscribers. And the stock prices dropped 37%. And so they're trying to find ways to bring up subscriber counts and to bring up share prices. Number one, this is the problem with publicly traded companies. They have to constantly show growth. If not, investors drop them like a freaking bad habit. Only a certain amount of people are going to be able to be subscribed to Netflix. Like, sooner or later, you're going to, like, what do you expect? You're going to run out of people you can get subscribed. On top of that is the whole fact that you were touching on, which is people sharing passwords with their family and friends.
Of course.
Something that Netflix wants to crack down on. As much as that sucks, they have to do that. Because again, they have to grow. If they don't grow, investors go. So they're going to do that. But the main thing they're talking about is that they're looking at ad-supported models, where people pay less in subscriptions in return for ads on their programming. However you feel about that, okay? You're at least giving customers choice.
Okay.
If you can stand 2 or 3 or 4 ads while you're watching Orange is the New Black, is that still a thing?
Probably.
I don't know.
Sure.
I don't care because
Okay.
I stopped. I don't subscribe to Netflix. But if you can stand a few ads, you can pay a little less a month, and you can get all of Netflix programming. You just got to deal with, all right, my favorite drug commercial. Hey, throw in there. Yeah, I get ads for Cymbalta.
But
Listen,
okay.
10 days of being in the hospital, I saw a lot of commercials for drugs.
No, I bet. But now, Willie, here's my thing about that. Okay, fine. So let's say Netflix does that. They're like, yeah, we're not gonna let you do the whole password sharing thing. So your other friends and family members have to buy a subscription. Now imagine that they're like, okay, fine, you know what? We're just gonna cancel this shit. Go to wherever we really watch technically any other movie. So we don't have to have this issue, like let's say fucking Paramount Plus, Hulu, the world is the limit here. So the thing is that now you have Netflix like, oh yeah, we're the top people here. They do this shit, but they lost all the percentages on the stock market. But then you have all these other people subscribing to everything else because they're like, Netflix sucks anyways. So now what? So then how will you explain, let's say for instance on Netflix, or for the board members, like, hey, how are you gonna get these people back, being that we're losing 37% of them right now?
Okay. Number one, I want you to realize that the other options that you threw out as possible replacements, number one, don't have the programming that Netflix has.
Okay.
And number two, have ad-supported models.
Okay, but still,
you can get a cheaper version of lots of streaming services that have ads. So Netflix is actually behind on this. Number two, you hit on a very big problem with streaming, and that's that there are too many fucking streaming services.
There is. It's true.
You mentioned Paramount Plus and Hulu, and you didn't even hit on HBO Max or Disney Plus.
Oh yeah,
or any other 13 other services.
Because I was just kind of like naming really fast just to get my point
across. But that's the point I'm trying to get across.
Yeah.
Shudder is a streaming service for people who like horror movies.
Yeah.
BritBox is a service for people who like shit that comes from the UK. You have Crunchyroll for anime.
Of course.
You have ESPN Plus. You have CNN Plus now.
Yeah.
There's way too many streaming services.
There is. And then there's also the ones that are for free that you can watch and shit like that with ads and whatnot.
And number three is the fact that you have people who go and watch things through illegal means.
Yeah, we know.
Those are people that you are never going to get to subscribe to any goddamn thing. Or maybe you will. I mean, let's talk like grown-ups here. Plex is an option. Of
course.
For people who want to share their own media.
Yeah.
But Plex also has content that they give you for free.
True.
So there are other options out there. You can, in the comments below, you can throw all the ones that you know.
Yeah. Put them out there.
When you get to a point where you make it too complicated for a person to watch a certain show they want to watch, they'll pirate. And you're never going to get that subscription money. You lost that subscription money because you made it too hard for them.
Yeah. That's what's
That's
gonna
where
happen.
streaming services. That's where streaming services are right now.
Yeah, it's in all truth. Yeah, it is. But right now, Netflix is doing something that's kind of like, you know, they always increase $1 a year and whatnot, which has not been a bad thing. But now they're doing this, and I don't want to say that it's a bad move because that's their money. I get it. You want to make all the money you can, but I'm just gonna be saying it like this. Everybody else, they're letting everybody share their password, and you're one of the biggest companies right now, still up there, getting all subscribers right with Disney Plus. So I will say just cut the horse shit with the whole thing about password protection bullshit. Let the money be and just focus on that, and that's it. That's my 2 cents at least.
Okay.
Like,
let's
really,
talk
that's
about
just my...
now. Let's talk about something that nobody wants to fucking pay money for.
All right, this is gonna be
But
technically
they will.
almost. It's gonna be technically almost the last thing we're gonna be talking about, and it's Vin Diesel reveals the title for the Fast and Furious 10, and I could not throw up faster in my mouth when I saw it. So, yeah, they came up already with this whole freaking Fast and Furious 10, or what's it called? Fast 10?
Fast X.
Fast 10? No, Fast 10.
Yeah, because
Which-
the X.
Yeah, but the funny part is that they lost out on a gimmick for that name.
Yes, I know. I saw it too.
Fasten your seatbelts for the new some shit like that. God, just shoot me. I
That
just
would,
couldn't.
but you know what? That's not gonna work because you and I both know that not one of those motherfuckers want to put their seatbelts on.
At all.
They,
And that's the
they
part I'm
do,
like, fucking like
they do,
I just
but
want to
no one
spit lava. I can't.
Yeah, because the Fast and Furious series is all about safety.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You know, manhandling fucking torpedoes and going to space and shit. Yeah, of course.
I will never
course.
look. Listen, Fast 5 was the first movie that went overboard, but like nothing ever signaled the downfall of the seriousness of the series. When I saw Rock the Dwayne Johnson on an ice field being chased by a submarine who shot a torpedo at him, and he redirected the torpedo with his hands.
You can't make that shit up.
That's what I said. Okay, I see. All right, we're going anime here.
Yeah, we just walked into fucking Fantasyland, ladies and gentlemen.
The only thing I needed was Rock the Dwayne Johnson to show up and start like making toilet noises, like he was taking a really big crap, and all of a sudden he had orange glowing hair.
Just about. And
Yes,
that's all
super.
missing. That we're just missing.
Super Saiyan. But since he's from American Samoa, Super Polynesian.
Ladies and gentlemen, please let us know your thoughts about this fucking logo, and what are your thoughts about this movie? I personally think it's just gonna be an over the top, go fuck yourself moment, which of course Vin Diesel is
wait. Fast 10 is gonna be the over the top fuck yourself moment?
Yeah.
You mean the previous 4 movies didn't do that shit?
No, it was just warming you up, because remember, we had everything, even the kitchen sink in those past 4. This one he's saying he's going balls out. They even got this fucking Captain America,
Brie Larson.
Oh my God, yeah, Brie Larson in this movie. Something's gonna give now. Something's gonna happen.
Listen,
something's gonna blow up. Now watch her be his long sister or some shit.
You have to mention the fact that this movie is part 1.
Oh God.
Part 1. Because it's the last movie doesn't mean you got to do it in one movie.
Oh, you're right.
They're gonna do 2 movies. At the end of the day, the only actors that are not in this movie are going to be Betty White, may she rest in peace, and Anthony Anderson.
Yeah. But whatever. I don't care. Willie.
Here's something that you will care about.
Yeah, there we go. I was going to tell you there was something.
You want to talk about actors in movies?
Yeah, please go. Shoot.
Let's talk about your favorite actor of all time.
Go.
Nicolas Cage.
Oh, for fucking Christ's sakes. Go. I'm ready.
What do you mean for fucking Christ's sakes? I thought you liked the man.
I do love the man, but the fact that you're bringing it up scares me already. But please continue.
Okay, you know he has a movie that's coming out called The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent,
Yes.
where he's playing himself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you're laughing, but you're laughing because you like this.
Go.
Okay. And you know that in the last few years, he hasn't been very selective about what movies he's played.
Yeah, I mean, I know. He's just fucking just
He's
jumping.
been in a lot of shit.
Yeah.
But he recently let out, when he was being interviewed for The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent.
Yeah.
He was being interviewed by People.
Okay.
And he's talked about that he's not always sat there and just picked whatever role would throw money at him because, first and foremost, and I'm going to quote him here. First and foremost, there's no version of Nick Cage in reality that doesn't want to spend time with his children.
Oh, okay.
There's no version of Nick Cage that didn't put family first over career.
Where are you getting with this?
He turned down 2 very prominent roles because he didn't want to spend time away from his family.
And that is?
He could have been in The Matrix and Lord of the Rings.
Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here right now.
He turned both of them down because in the case of Lord of the Rings, he would have to spend 3 years in New Zealand. And in the case of Matrix, he'd have to spend 3 years in Australia. And he did not want to spend...
I'll take my family.
He did not spend... I mean, some people can, some people can't. Australia is pretty hardcore. So is New Zealand.
Jesus.
So he did not want to spend time away from his family. Therefore, he did not play in either movie. Now, you tell me. Forget Matrix, because we all want him to be Neo.
Yeah.
Or at the very least, Morpheus. What role would he be in Lord of the Rings?
I want him to
be... And why is that person Gandalf? Because, no, I take it back. He would be absolutely awesome. Unbelievably awesome as Saruman. Can you imagine Nick Cage as Saruman? Please tell me you can.
I'm just trying to get a visual and I can't right now. The only thing I could picture him as fucking Gandalf with the long beard and he's like, "You shall not pass." Okay.
Or if you want to go 100% comedic, you want to be 100% comedic, please make him Gimli.
I have no
come on,
comment.
Nick Cage as Gimli.
I just want him in there, and just
like I want to. He just one day in my life, I want him to. I wanted to say, I never thought I'd be here fighting with an elf, and have Orlando Bloom sit there and tell him, "How about with a friend?" And then the look on his face. That will do, donkey. That will do. Oh
God! It just picture him. I never picture myself fighting with an elf on my side.
Okay, wait. What if Keanu Reeves was Legolas?
Dude, you know what, bro? We got a time limit here, Willie. We got a time limit.
No, there is no time limit when Nick Cage is involved.
Yeah, we have a time limit because we're gonna be here for another 45 days.
He was gonna be Superman. There is no time limit.
There is a time limit. Right there. Fuck it, I don't care, bro. I would have done anything to see that shit.
I broke him, ladies and gentlemen.
I would have fucking seen that shit. That would have been crazy.
He is broken.
Ladies and gentlemen, I gotta say thank you so much for joining us today on this amazing show. As always, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification button just to know we come up with amazing news, which is 3 times a week. Mondays, Wednesday, and Friday, and a little something in between. Willie, do you have any last words?
I got back at you for the the last podcast
You
where
piece
you
of
made
shit.
me imagine Jason Momoa in Minecraft.
You
Now you have Nick Cage's Gimli, and you're welcome.
Oh, fucking now Nick Cage is the one that's going to sign out. All right, there's German. We'll talk to you soon, and we'll see you next time. Peace.
I'm not even mad.
You're not, fucker.